Hello. Today's guest is Mr. Venkatesh Bhat. He is the CEO and well-known chef of Accord Metropolitan Hotels. Today he's going to talk to us about how to manage dyslexia through life. We know that you are born with dyslexia and it's not like a disease that goes away. You cannot pop a pill and remove it. So let the chef tell us how he managed dyslexia and how he became a successful person. So Mr. Bhatt, tell us how it was in your childhood for you.
To start the conversation with, when my childhood was about 30 years back. I'm 44 now. When I was 7, 8, 10 and all that, none of us knew what dyslexia was. The term itself was not existent, or we were not aware of it. We didn't know about it. As days went by, everybody in my family thought that I was academically weak. I used to have problems in writing. I used to hate mathematics as a subject. Numbers was a big problem for me, big headache. So when I saw Tare Zameen Par and all that, I could relate so much to that boy that the same what he was going through in that film I have gone through. But because there was no awareness, because I did not know it is dyslexia and it's a deficiency or whatever they call it today, I had a normal childhood. The difficulty was when you're last in the class. Out of 44 roll numbers, those days they used to write roll number, overall number on rolls, 44. There was another column which now doesn't exist. Last in class, roll number 42. So I was roll number 42. So I was last in class. As per academics, I was last in class. So I used to fail in 4 or 5 subjects minimum, every midterm exam, terminal exam and all that. I have been detained in class 4, class 8, class 9, again in class 9. So the first time I was too young. When I was 4 years old, I didn't know that I'm not able to cope up with ICSE syllabus. I was in Venkatesh Bhat. So that time it was an ICSE school, now it's a matriculation school.
Right.
So ICSE was little ahead of CBSE. So my books around were like 290 pages, 300 pages, thick textbooks and all were there.
I know.
Very difficult. So how I used to fear end of the year, after examination, results were the post, அதே மாதிரி ஸ்கூல் திறக்கும் போது பயமாக இருக்கும். இப்போ புக்ஸ் வரப்போது அவ்வளோ பெருசு வரும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஐ யூஸ் டு ஃபியர். ஸோ இதெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு சைல்ட்ஹுட்டில் எனக்கு இருந்த சில ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ். I told my father when I failed in 8th that I'm not able to cope up with this syllabus, change me to state board. So my father said, we had wonderful teachers in school. So one among them was Mrs. Shroff. She was my English teacher. So my father is 10th standard dropout. My mother is 4th standard fail. So both are not very well educated. Right. So my father had this thought that if I study in Venkatesh Bhat and under Mrs. Shroff, my English will be good. So he had a fascination towards English. So every day he used to tell me, you have to read Hindu paper. And daily morning ritual. Hindu paper will come to me, I have to read at least the headlines about 4 or 5 articles, then only go to school. So he thought that if I study in Venkatesh Bhat only, my English will be good. And he used to love my headmaster, Mr. David Pakinathan, the late Mr. Pakinathan was the headmaster. So he used to take a lot of care about academics. So my father had this thought that in the school he will not study well, he will not be successful on the school. Then I flunked in 9th. Again, second year also I flunked in 9th. Then I don't know, I'm not going to school at all. Okay. It is very intimidating. It's very, I'm feeling ashamed to go to school when I'm going to study for the 3rd year in the same class. And that year everybody is passing out. Right. My first batch, when I studied with 3rd standard, is passing out from school. Exactly. I will be in 9th. So I don't know, I'm not going to study. Right. I'm going to do 10th standard privately. I'm going to write in a tutorial. You want it or not want it, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to go to school. My school refused to give me a promoted TC. Okay. So they gave me a detained TC, but I was pushed to going to a tutorial college. So I went to one tutorial college, did my 10th standard, I passed in first class. Then I didn't do my 11th standard. I went to another tutorial college in Las Corner called Murthy's Tutorials. That time it was very famous. I did my 12th standard there. I had 82% in my advanced English. I took advanced English and...
How come that difference?
The syllabus was easy.
Right.
Then I took in 12th standard I took the subject which I liked. I did not take accountancy. I did not take mathematics as a subject. I took English. I took advanced English. I took history. I took commerce. And it was all story writing, all those things. So it was easy for me. I could do my own writing and all, put my own words and all that. So English was very easy for me. So, and thanks to Mr. Shroff, my basics of English, moral science and all was good.
Right.
So I came up with good marks. So 12th standard I finished. Then I went and told my dad I want to do hotel management.
Why? Why hotel management?
It runs in the family. My father's a hotelier.
Okay.
So he runs hotels in Chennai and other places. So I used to go to my father's hotel right from my childhood.
Right.
So I used to see my father working. I used to help him out. I used to make a dosa like a compass when I was in 6th standard.
Right.
I used to learn from the cooks. My interaction with them was very high. Every day I used to finish school and go to the hotel and sit down in the cash for 3-4 hours. Help my father, the only son. My sister got married when I was 13-14 years old.
Right.
So I used to help my father and all. They're a very small family, father, mother, me. So I used to help him a lot. So cooking, something related to hotel was already a little bit of knowledge in the store. I had something. So I thought hotel management would be the right thing.
Right.
And I did not have academic interest in studying something else which I am not confident of. So already when I failed in 4th, 8th, 9th, my papa always used to say, "Nee hotel plate karada like you're no use. Nee 10th class mudichana hotel vandru." So all these things. My mother used to always worry. My mother is no more. She passed away before even I could get married. Always got worried was உனக்கு யார் பொண்ணு கொடுப்பா? நீ படிக்கவே இல்லை, நீ எப்படி கல்யாணம் பண்ணிப்ப? இதுதான் அவங்களோட மண்டை ஃபுல்லா அதுதான். So all these things were put in my head right from my very young age. எனக்கு 6-7 வயசு இருக்கும்போது இந்த டைலாக்லாம் நான் கேட்டிருக்கேன். நீ பிளேட்டுக்காக தான் லாய்க்கு, ஒன்றுத்துக்கு யூஸ் இல்லை, இதெல்லாம் I'm used to it. But one most important thing, I do not know how much people will relate to this point, but I took it and I brushed it aside. Whatever people told me, God-given gift, God was with me, my horoscope was good maybe, I used to brush it off. It never reached my cerebellum.
Okay.
I didn't take it to my head. Okay, யார் சொல்லிட்டு போட்டோம். எந்த ரிலேஷன் விட்டு போனாலும் ஃபெயிலா, இந்த வருஷமும் ஃபெயிலா, that used to be a standard dialogue. நீ ஒழுங்கா படிடா, படிக்கவே மாட்டேன்றா, அம்மா always crying about you. All my cousins used to study so well, and I used to sit there and when the first topic will come is studies.
Yeah.
So அதே தான் கேட்பாங்க எல்லாரும். But one good thing was I used to leave all that and I used to take what all good things was there. And cousins வீட்டுக்கு போனா அங்க விளையாடுறத I used to enjoy more. Okay, people will ask, forget that. I go play. So I used to do what I loved more. So that was a big change for me. If I had taken it to my head, it would have really disturbed my life. So I didn't take it to my head. I thought, okay, it's okay. படிப்பு தான் எல்லாம் இல்லை. It's not everything. Unfortunately, in those days, there was not even one aunt, uncle, brother, sister who would say, you're okay. படிக்கிறது தான் லைஃப்னு இல்லை அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறதுக்கு யாரு? இப்போ there are a lot of people who say that studies is not everything. Academic knowledge is not everything. Try to be happy, be a good human being, build values. இதுதான் இப்போ எல்லாரும் சொல்கிறாங்க. They are understanding. அப்போ அது இல்லை, படிப்பு இல்லைனா you are nothing. படிக்கலையா, நீ படிக்கிறதுல ஃபெயிலா, இதுதான் it's a social stigma. எல்லாருக்கும் படிப்பு இல்லைனா you are gone. அந்த டைம் அது. I'm talking about the 70s and 80s.
Right.
So very difficult. So I used to brush it off. I was not good. இப்போ இருக்கிற dyslexic childலாம் வந்து they are very good at drawing, painting, color schemes. இதெல்லாம் they are very good. ஏதாவது ஒரு hidden talent இருக்கும். இப்போ அதை பற்றி awareness இருக்கு. Second thing is, so as parents we also try to give them opportunity in what they are good and not worry about what they are not good at. So and make them feel that, boss, you are so good in this. Others are only good in this much, only in studies. You are good in so many other things. You can tell stories so well. You can do characterization like a director of a movie. Exactly. You can do plays. You can write poetry. You can draw with so beautiful colors. அவ்வளோ அழகாக இருக்கும் உன்னோட பெயிண்டிங் பார்த்தா. ஒரு நார்மல் சைல்டு பண்ணுறதை பார்த்தா இட்ஸ் அப்நார்மலாக இருக்கு. நீ பண்ணுறதை பார்த்தா அவ்வளோ அழகாக இருக்கு. ஸோ ஐ திங்க் இட் இஸ் அ கிஃப்ட். யூ ஆர் பீன் கிஃப்டட். படிப்பு தான் அப்படின்னு பார்க்கவே வேண்டாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நீ டெல். பட் அந்த காலத்தில் அப்படி இருக்கல, படிப்பு தான் எல்லாமே சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. ஸோ நோபடி என்கரேஜ் மீ இன் ஸ்மால் திங்ஸ் தட் ஐ ஹேட் பிஃபோர். ஐ யூஸ் டு பிளே கிரிக்கெட் வெரி வெல். பட் எப்போ பார்த்தாலும் விளையாடி தான் இருக்கேன். ஸ்டாப், டோன்ட் பிளே. தட் வாஸ் அ ஸ்டேஜ் தென். படி, உட்காந்து படி. ஸோ லிட்ரலி ஐ யூஸ் டு டேக் அ புக். ஐ யூஸ் டு சிட் டவுன் ஃபார் ஒன் பேராகிராஃப். ஐ யூஸ் டு டேக் 4 hours. இதே பார்த்துட்டு இருப்பேன். படிப்பேன் பட் இங்கே எதுவுமே இருக்காது. ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் ரீடிங் பிகாஸ் மை மதர் யூஸ் டு ப்ரெஷரைஸ் மீ டு ஸ்டடி. ஸோ 4 hours கழிச்சு வந்து கூட நீ என்ன படிச்ச சொல்லுன்னு சொன்னால் முதல் 2 லைன் கூட எனக்கு வராது. ஸோ ஐ எண்ட் அப் கெட் மீட்டிங் அடி வாங்கி உட்காந்துருப்பேன் வீட்டில். So literally mugging.
Did that affect you as a
So I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky. None of that affected me. The love they showed me, the fun time I used to have with the relatives when they came home, the time that I used to play with my friends, all those are much more etched in my memory than the hardship that I faced. I believe that I was not good in academics, but I believe that I will be able to do something else that academics won't give me.
That's the key.
That came to me somehow. That is grace, luck, blessings. I do not know what to call it, but it came to me.
Right.
I was blessed. So I do not know, with all the children, I think rather than advising the parents today, I think we need to tell the children who are dyslexic or whatever, to tell them that have confidence in yourself. Whatever negative thing comes your way, forget it. Brush it aside. Don't even bother about it. Avoid such people. Even if it is your own brothers and sisters, slowly avoid them and see the good thing that you can do with them. Only think about that and enjoy life. The most important thing is to be happy. I was really happy as a child.
Yeah, it shows.
I was a very happy child. I used to play, I used to enjoy, I'm a Gemini, I used to have a lot of crowd around me. I used to tell ghost stories, people would sit down all through the night and listen to me. It was fun, except for studies. I did not have any problems.
Okay, so how did you venture into hotel management after your school?
My mother was constantly worrying that I will not get married. So, ஏதாவது படிச்சேன் ஒரு டிகிரியாவது வாங்கிடு அப்படின்னு, அட்லீஸ்ட் டேக் a degree so that you'll get married. That was the biggest problem she had, sad creature. So I thought, okay, நான் hotel management படிக்கலாம், அதில் எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் knowledge இருக்குது, அதில் போனால் it will be easy for me. I went and told dad, Appa, I finished my 12th standard, now I want to do hotel management. Appa said, no, you want to have fun in life, you will not study, நீ எதுக்கும் படிக்கிறதுக்கெல்லாம் போக மாட்டேன், you just want to enjoy college life, I know, and you are not going to college, நீ 12th முடிச்சுட்டு வந்து ஹோட்டல் பார்த்துக்கோ அப்படின்னு. Then I had to use so much of influence. I took on my Periyamma, who my father respects and adores a lot. I went and cried to her and said, Appa is not allowing me to do hotel management, I want to do hotel management degree, I want to study him. After Periyamma came home, spoke to Appa and said that, no, allow பண்ணு, அவன் ஏதோ படிக்கணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறான், படிக்க விடு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So 93 to 96 hotel management படித்தேன்.
So how did you deal with textbooks in hotel management?
Hotel management la vandu text la romba kammi.
Okay.
It is more of practical knowledge than theoretical knowledge. Computer science and French thavara vera edhume padikkiradhukku irukadu. Adu renduthum na fail. French la fail, computer science la fail. But I used to be topper in kitchen, I used to be topper in service, I used to be topper in front office. Right. I used to talk to people very well. I had a lot of convincing abilities to convince people. I used to handle complaints very well. All these things that is paramount in guest relations. Right. I was very good at. So there were people better than me also, but I was in the top 10. So adala nalla they didn't see. Then my culinary skills, I had an edge over the others because I already had about 10 years or 15 years of kitchen life in my house, in my hotel. My mother used to allow me to cook in the kitchen because my sister got married early and I was a kid. So Amma used to go out and talk to neighbors for walk and all that. So she used to do the basic prep and go. So I used to do my dosa. I used to grind my own chutney and all that. So I had that interest without me knowing itself. அதுதான் ஒரே வழி, எனக்கு அதுதான் நிறைய கொஞ்சம் தெரியும், ஸோ அதையே நான் டெவலப் பண்ணிக்கலாம்னு சொல்லி ஐ டிசைடட். அண்ட் மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்லி சரி ஒரு டிகிரி வாங்கணும், அதுதான் செகண்ட் மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் திங். ஸோ அதுக்கு தெரிஞ்ச சப்ஜெக்டே படித்தா நல்லதுன்னு சொல்லி ஹோட்டல் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட்டில் சேர்ந்தேன். ஸோ 3 years of hotel management, college life, had a lot of fun and all that. Then the turning point happened when I joined Taj. Okay. So Taj was my first job. I joined as a hotel operation management trainee. Right. So that was a very big position to join from a catering college. People aspire to become that. So I was lucky enough because one of my godfathers, Mr. Balakrishna, he is the owner of Das Prakash Group of Hotels. Right. He recommended me to Taj Group of Hotels and said, if you're not taking Venkatesh, Taj is missing somebody. So that's a big statement. He was the FHRA chairman then. Okay. So when he says, people take it on face value, right, and they do it. So on his recommendation, I was taken as H1T. I was there about 6 years. I grew phenomenally well. I went on to become the regional chef, unheard of. In 6 years' time, growth of that level was unheard of. I went on to become the corporate chef with Leela. Then I started my own business in Bangalore. A very successful entrepreneur for about 5-6 years.
So what did you start in Bangalore?
In Bangalore, along with one guy called Vijay Abhimanyu, who was the investor and founder, we started a company called Billions Minds Hospitality, which runs 3 brands. One is South Indies, which is a fine dining South Indian vegetarian restaurant chain. Born South is the same fine dining non-vegetarian restaurant chain. And Up South is a complete QSR like McDonald's, which deals with the idli, vada, dosa stuff. You come, you pay your ticket, take your tray, eat, dump it and go. So these 3 models have about 18 restaurants today in Bangalore, Udaipur, Mandya, Mysore, everywhere. The company is valued about 150 crores today. And I am part of it still, and I am still the one of the directors of the company. He collaborated with me because I had the technical know-how of how to get good food, which is only part of 5-star menus, to a high street restaurant. So I joined with him when the chain was not even one restaurant. They were building their first restaurant. I joined as the CEO. Then we gave the reins to a lot of people who were supposed to be responsible for. We took a finance guy, he took care of finance, we took business heads to take care of the individual.
So you're actually running it like a corporate?
It's run completely like a corporate. Most of the corporates are not run like it, but this one is run like a pakka corporate style.
Okay, so from there you moved, when did you move?
I had a lot of time. Vijay went on to play golf. I was not interested in golf, so I thought I should do something else that I liked. So the owner of this hotel chain was calling me for quite some time. This is about 14 years, 12 years old now. So I'm here for the past 5 years. So this owner was calling me, telling that you come and run the hotel, there's some problems and all that. So I thought, okay, let me take it up as a challenge. A 5-star hotel chain CEO should be something exciting. So we'll have something to do. I came here, it was more exciting, so I'm still doing it.
Okay, so
I used to lie to my mother for everything.
Yeah.
I used to lie because we had to manipulate. Because you'll shout at me if I tell you the truth.
Means a lot of parental support and love, right?
Yeah. Lot of parental support. People have to understand. That's a disease of Pagabuda. People should start appreciating that and tell them that they are still normal. I think they are better than normal.
Okay, so
they don't have, these children don't have time for backbiting about others. They don't have the time. Because they are in their own world. They don't have jealousy. They are open-minded. எல்லாமே இருந்து எல்லாத்தையும் நினைச்சு விளையாடலாம். இது இருந்தாலும் சந்தோஷம், அது இருந்தாலும் சந்தோஷம். அப்படி
they also share.
They share. அவங்களுக்குள்ள சின்ன சின்ன கஷ்டங்கள்லாம் வரும்போது they take it so easy.
True.
So explain பண்ணிட்டா போதும். They are convinced. So it is so easy to convince them. So when it is so easy to deal with it, why should we make a big issue out of it?
True. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I think we should wind up now with this, and it's been such a pleasure.
Thank you.
It's been such a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Wonderful.